Okay, so I'm going to do a video here showing how I can offer some support for the class this summer. What I'm doing is I'm going to my report page on ALEKS, and I'm looking at Ready to Learn. And I see that 73%, 3/4 of the class, are ready to learn this topic. Funny enough, this is a Chem 1 topic, and yet 3/4 of the class has not demonstrated mastered that. So this is really good that we're able to offer this kind of support. Let me go I'm going to drive a little bit deeper. And I'm going to click on View All, and here's the current module that we have, which is Objective 2.1, right? And here's all the topics that we have that are due tonight, right? A lot. Not as many as last week, but it's still a lot. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click Ready to Learn. See that? And I'm now sorting from the top. There it is. 73% of the class is ready to learn that topic, okay? I may later do another one of these here. I'm looking over here at Attempted Not Yet Learn, and there's really no topic that has a lot of blockage, right? But if you get stuck on a topic today, you want help with this, you should contact me right away. You've got my telephone number, and ask for another video. All right, so I'm going to do this video here. I'm not going to click that number because it's going to show me which students are ready to learn that topic. Haven't learned it yet. Looks like 23% of the class has already learned it. Okay, so let me click on that one, and I'm going to get an instance here of this. I'm going to do a screenshot real quickly so I can put it over my whiteboard. I think if I do Shift-Command 5 and I go Window, click, boom, okay. So now what I'm going to do is I think I should find it right here. It's going to be on my home screen. There it is right there, okay. So what I'm going to do, let's go to my whiteboard, bring that up, Files, Screenshot, Open. Okay, so here we are. All right. Now, here's what the problem looks like, and 3/4 of the class is ready to learn this. I've looked at it pretty recently, so I'm pretty familiar with it. Let's just read it, though, as if I haven't. We're finding the mole ratios, from chemical formulae, which you've seen before. Here's a chemical formula, okay? And first of all, I'm going to make some notes. What is the mole ratio of carbon to oxygen to hydrogen? Well, this is pretty ugly. So I'm going to rewrite this as carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. I'm going to put all the carbons together. It looks like there's one carbon here, another here, that's 2, and there's 3 carbons here, so it looks like that's 5. Looks like there's 5 carbons. And how many hydrogens are there? There's 9 here and 3 more, so that's C5H12. And how many oxygens? It looks like there's only 1. So usually we don't write the 1 in there if it's 1. I'm going to write it there just because for now, right? So it looks like the ratio of carbon, to hydrogen to oxygen is 5 to 12 to 1. I'll need that in just a minute. All right, so let's go and look at our question. Chemical engineer has determined by measurements that there's this many moles of hydrogen. Got it. Okay. In a sample of blankety blank. How many moles of oxygen are there? I got it. Okay. So what I'm being asked here now is, what's the ratio of oxygen to hydrogen? Right? And I know what it is because I've made some notes here. It looks like it's 1 to 12, right? So it gets 1 to 12. And so I know the moles of hydrogen. The moles of hydrogen are 0.089, and I'm being asked the moles of oxygen. So I'm gonna say moles of oxygen, because if I put a 0 and O, that's gonna look like a 0. So here's my formula: 1 to 12 is equal to n to that, right? So really, what I'm trying to do is trying to figure out the moles of oxygen. That's what I'm trying to figure out: the moles of oxygen, right? So I know how to solve this. It's going to be I multiply both sides by 0.089, and that's how I get it. I'm going to get my ALEKS calculator. Let me go back over to ALEKS real quickly here, because I love this ALEKS calculator. 0.089 divided by 12 equals 0.0074. Store. Let's rewrite that in scientific notation. Oh, look at this button here. See that? Scientific notation? Okay, let's rewrite that in scientific notation. It's 7.42. 7.42 times 10 to the minus 3. Let's go back over to my whiteboard. how many sig figs did I have? I only had 2 sig figs here, so it's 7.41666 times 10 to the minus 3. But it looks like I'm only getting 2 sig figs here, so it's going to be 7.4 times 10 to the minus 3. Okay, there's my answer. Let's go back over to my screen, and I'm going to say 7.4 times 10 to the minus 3. Okay, let's check that. Hopefully I have green here. All right, good. So what we did was we went to the molecular formula, and I rewrote it. First thing I did was rewrite it. I don't really like it with my carbons and hydrogens in lots of different places. So I rewrote it here, and then I interpreted that. I found my mole ratios, and then I read my question. And the question was, I've got this many moles of hydrogen. How many moles of oxygen do I need? All right, and I set up an equation like you saw me do down here. And if you want more help on that, please ask. Let's keep this video short, and we'll stop it right there. Hope that's helpful.